Grab your 4 digital habit trackers and the series ebook by clicking the Drive link in the description below. Habits are basically your brain's way of simplifying life. Many of us underestimate how powerful they really are. We see them as small, everyday routines. But here's the thing, habits quietly run the show. Good habits push us forward. Bad ones hold us back. That's why understanding how habits work on a scientific level is key to creating real change. The Habit Loop, Charles Duhigg's discovery. Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, explains that habits form through a 3-step loop. Cue, the signal or trigger that starts the behavior. Routine, the action you automatically perform after the cue. Reward, the pleasure or satisfaction your brain receives for repeating the behavior. Duhigg calls this the habit loop. Once your brain learns this loop, it switches on autopilot and repeats the same routine every time the cue appears, because it gets the reward without having to use much energy. For example, imagine sitting down in front of the TV every evening and grabbing a snack. The cue is turning on the TV. The routine is snacking. The reward is that little hit of pleasure and relaxation. After a while, just sitting down in front of the TV makes your brain expect that reward, and you reach for a snack without even thinking. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear expands Duhigg's loop into 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. He explains that it's not just the cue that drives us, it's our craving for the reward. For example, when your phone buzzes, that's the cue. Your brain releases dopamine, sparking curiosity. The craving, you pick up your phone. That's the response. Your curiosity is satisfied, and your brain gets a little reward. As Clear puts it, the primary motivation behind our behavior is the desire and expectation of reward. This cycle runs every single day, reinforcing itself over and over. Neuroscience. Why does the brain love habits? From a neuroscience perspective, habits are stored in a part of the brain called the basal ganglia, which automates repetitive actions. Research by MIT neuroscientist Anne Graybiel shows that neural activity in this region increases as habits form. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the part that makes decisions, starts working less. The process becomes automatic, allowing your brain to save energy for more important tasks. As Dr. Jeff Brown from Harvard University explains, the brain saves energy when forming habits. That's why changing them is hard. It prefers to stick to the old routine unless you consciously step in. 3 proven methods to change a habit. Once you understand how habits work, changing them gets a lot easier. Here are 3 science-backed ways to reprogram your habits. Change the cue. Remove or replace the trigger. For example, instead of snacking while watching TV, keep a bowl of healthy snacks next to the remote. Redefine the reward. Attach a better reward to the same cue. After a long day, instead of scrolling social media to relax, take a short walk or listen to your favorite playlist. You'll get the same reward. Relaxation, in a healthier way. Shrink the behavior. Start small when building a new habit. If you want to build a reading habit, begin with just 1 page a day. Small steps face less resistance and turn into lasting habits faster. In short, habits are your brain's autopilot systems. Understanding how they work helps you take back control and create real transformation. So ask yourself, what habits in my life do I want to change? And what's one small step I can take today? Remember, habits don't just happen. You build them, and you can rebuild them.